Welcome everyone to the Daytona International Speedway here tonight as we're kicking off the Bluegrass iRacing series here. As like I said, the Daytona International Super Speedway, it's going to be Josh and Chris in the booth. I am Chris, so I'm in the booth here with you tonight. As we're going to have 100 laps here at Daytona. It's going to be a very interesting race. We see a couple of drivers have already got out on the track, had a couple of computer issues happening over here, so we trying to get that taken care of, but it looks like we're getting everything situated, but we're going to go ahead and get out here on track. Looks like Matthew Baker is currently sitting out on the track doing his qualifying lap. One of those new drivers that we've been looking forward to watching out here in the Bluegrass Series. You know, we've been waiting for this Cup Series to start up again. Last night, the Xfinity Series was a lot of fun, but it's the Cup Series now. It is the cream de la creme. It's the top of the bunch. It is the Cup Series, so we're really excited to be here tonight with you. As it looks like Matthew Baker currently set himself into that third position, so that driver that we were watching just a second ago got up into that third place, right on board here with that 91 of Ryan Smith. A couple of names in here that might kind of butcher, so do apologize if I do butcher a few names here and there. But right now, we're right on board with that 91 of Ryan Smith. Looks like he's coming around to the tri-oval. This might be his out lap right now, so we'll see. Once he gets around, if he sets a time, doesn't look like he is, so that is going to be his out lap. We'll stay on and watch with him. As right now, Frankie Barroso pulling his way out onto the track. One of those Bluegrass Cup Series championship contenders last season. making his way back into that 12 Chevy Camaro. So good to see him back in the series. Also got John Kender from Kender Performance Group, one of the sponsors on the series, out on the track right now. We'll watch them as they go around. Ryan Smith looks like maybe he had a little bit of issue, sets himself into that 12th position. So right now, John Kender currently sitting in the 14th position.
Watching John Kender, and yeah, that John Kender machine, Kender Performance, rims 1. Chevy Camaro number 5, looking very, very slick. I like the way that 5 looks this season. He drove in the 21 last season. Now he's on that 5 machine, and it looks good on John Kender, man. Love to see that thing in victory lane a couple times this season. We are going to get ready to go here soon. We got about 3 minutes left of qualifying, and it's going to be a good one here at Daytona. Truck Series put on a great finish. You know, big wreck coming to the end. You know, we got a first-time winner in Ron. And last night we saw Ronnie pick up his win in the Xfinity Series, picking up where he left off in the inaugural Truck Series, picking up the inaugural win in the Xfinity Series. And yeah, right now, Kender is the fastest right now. 48.03 is the time that I just saw John Swartz, but John Kender has said, as you ride on that board with that 3 machine, Mo Abbott. And he went from the 48 to 3, Chris, and I think I might have just got a little bit of a affection right there. I got a little bit of goosebumps. I don't know what it is. I'm feeling lovey after seeing that Dale Earnhardt machine. Mo Abbott just gave me some feelings. That's a special looking scheme out there tonight.
At least it's in a Chevy, unlike we've seen in other leagues that we call.
Man, only if our boy was watching, right?
Yeah. One of our buddies in another league, he drives a Ford Mustang with a Earnhardt scheme on it, so that's just kind of a jab at him. But anyway, riding on board here with Adam Lancaster, we saw him last night doing a really good job pushing that 21 and that 51 of Ronnie Shirk and John Kender. So he did a really good job pushing them up the front, but John Kender getting wrecked out there about halfway through. It looks like Matthew T. Lee, one of the new drivers, going to pull himself out into that lead, going to go ahead and jump John Kender for that lead. A couple of newer drivers up here. Ryan Campbell moved himself up into that 2nd position. David Sheets just set the 5th fastest lap on the track. So right now, that 06 machine.
Yeah, that David Sheets machine, very slick. That 06 LNS Custom Chevy Camaro. A lot of Chevys out there tonight, man. As we only got a couple of Toyotas in the field. Matthew Lee, Ryan Campbell, David Farmer, Nicholas Noggle, the 08, man, a late model god in real life. Then you got Gabriel Ellison and who was that? Dylan Butler. That is your Toyotas in the field. So, like real life, you see a lot of these guys stick to those manufacturers, not only for their real drivers, but, you know, what they feel like they would like to drive, you know, if they got in the Cup Series, man. So, you know, you got Scott Fritz, you know, you got the Ford guys holding down, Matt Kemp, Brandon Zimmerman, Jimmy Allen in the Ford this season, Dustin Sluter, I'm going to assume that's how you say that name. We will get these corrected, folks, sorry. I know sometimes it sounds a little unprofessional from us when we come off and don't, you know, exactly get your last name right, but coming from a last named family that is just absolutely butchered 24/7, I know what it feels like, and guys, we got a thing in the Discord, in the Bluegrass Discord. Drivers, if you're listening to this, just go to the Discord, type in how to pronounce, and if we don't even get it right after that, come to us and punch us in the face. And we'll get your name right. But Dustin Sluter, another one of those drivers in the Fords. So the Ford's looking strong, man. Brad Neer, Ryan Smith, Morgan Braid, Jaden, Krataki. I want to say that's how you say that. Kratasi, maybe. Matt Grenier. That sounds a little bit too wrong. And then Zach Nichols, those are your Fords. And we'll get to your Chevys as we get a little bit more into this race as we're getting ready to go grid it and get gridded up here for LNS Customs 100 here tonight at the Daytona International Speedway. This will end of the week here at the World Center of Racing. You know, we started off with the Truck Series, started off with Xfinity last night, the inaugural race there, and now we have our Cup Series coming in. All right, so, and Chris, if you look in your timer right now, my friend, I'm seeing almost 35 plus cars. That is very, very big from last season. Is majority of our field starting to get gridded up. We're going to go ahead and get you rolling through the grid as starting here tonight for the inaugural race, the LNS Customs Daytona 100, as it's going to be that Martin Sports Toyota Camry 04 machine, Matthew T. Lee, in his Bluegrass debut. He is going to put himself on the pole. And then he's sitting on that outside lane. It's going to be the number 1 of Scott Fritz, one of the last season's top 4 in the championship for, He'll be lining up P2 here tonight. John Kender, Bender Kender, going to be lining up in that P3 spot. Had some Xfinity Series run last night. Good little one, too. He's going to be lining up P3. P4 going to be going to Ryan Campbell with that P5 position, going to Doug Newbigging. David Seats, that 06 machine, going to line up on his outside in the 06 with Adam Lancaster starting in that 88 machine here tonight, P7. Mo Abbott going to be lining up in that Dale Earnhardt throwback, that good wrench number 3. He is going to be lining up P8 with Matthew Baker, P9. Matt Kemp going to round out your top 10, lining up next to Matthew Baker. Then it's going to be Mikey Nill Jr., that number 25 machine of the Ohio State Buckeyes, number 25. He's going to be lining up P11. Brandon Holder, he's going to be starting P12. Then it's going to be Jonathan Swartz, a man that, Chris, that's a pretty familiar name around here at Bluegrass. He's going to be lining up P13. Brandon Zimmerman, P14 on his outside lane. Then it's going to be that 48, Dylan Hastings, lining up P15. Jimmy Allen, 16th with Frankie Barroso, 17th. Wyatt Brackett going to be in that 18th spot, sporting a new number 10 this season. Dylan Butler, the 96 Toyota Camry, going to be 19th with his Toyota Compadre, lining up 20th. David Farmer, Then it's going to be Dustin Sluter in that 21st position. Brad Neer, 22nd, with Ryan Smith in that 23rd spot. Morgan Bard in that 24th spot. Then it's going to be Alex Huffey lining up 25th. With Drayden Gratashi, he's going to be lining up in that 26th position. Justin Winters, not Justin Winters, it's going to be Matt Grenier lining up in that 27th position here tonight. And then Justin Winters is going to be lining up in that 28th spot. Jack Nichols, 29th here in that 44 machine. Aaron Smith, the second, going to be lining up P30. That we're kind of getting through the cars here a little bit fast. Do apologize about that. It's hard to get live timing sometimes. We're going to have to get an actual scoring card for this and get it worked out for the later races this season. But go ahead and go through the rest of the field here. It's going to be Edward Shearer in that number 94 machine, lining up 32nd. Nicholas Noggle in 33rd. Brian Terry, 34th. Actually, I don't think... Are they racing? Yeah, they're racing. Brian Terry in 34th with CJ Mason in 35th. Was thinking that was race control there for a second. But we are... What'd you say, Chris? Was just going to say that we are considered the parade lap here, just giving these drivers one more opportunity to get settled in. This is the Cup Series. We are getting our championship season started here for the Cup Series. We saw the Truck Series bring us to just an awesome overtime finish in overtime number 3. Last night, we saw the Cup Series do the same thing, Xfinity Series do the same thing, with Ronnie Shirk and co. taking us to a just outstanding finish here at Daytona. And you know what they say, Chris? Once something happens like that, it usually sets the pace for the weekend. And, like Talladega this year, we saw all first-time winners in real life. What are we going to see here tonight at Daytona? We're going to see another overtime finish. Are we going to go green for the first time this week here at Daytona with the Bluegrass guys? We've got one lap to go until we go green here. So get those seat belts tightened up, driver. Get those gloves pulled down just a little bit more. Make sure you are comfortable in that sim rig. Get your beverage, whatever you are drinking, ready, cracked open, a water, whatever it is. If you got especially if you got one of those nice rigs, man, you put a cup holder in it. Hopefully you got the butt kicker turned up. You got everything going because, man, this LNS Customs Daytona International Speedway race is about to get insane. We are about to go racing at the World Center of Racing here for the Bluegrass iRacing Series at Daytona, and it's a big shout-out to LNS Customs coming on board here with us before the season. And, man, I got to say, this Bluegrass season, it feels something special. Look at the sunset on this beautiful Daytona Beach night, and, man, it is going to be awesome. It's 35 stock cars race down the back straightaway right now to catch up to their gritting spot and get ready to go here at just beautiful, beautiful time of the night. 100 laps, engines roaring, door to door, wheel to wheel, bumper to bumper. It is going to be excellent, and you are ready to go as we are getting ready to set your green flag and set some first championship points of the season. Chris, I am ready. Let's go, baby. So boys, girls, everybody, get ready to stand up because coming through turn number 3 and down at turn number 4, it is that iRacing Mustang, the one that can scare the crap out of you and the one that can make you smile. Because here we come out of turn 4 at Daytona, and these boys are wound up, ready to go. The action is about to get real. Scott Fritz lining up P2 on the outside lane. Matthew Lee on the left lane. Flagman, hold them up, because here they come. Green flag, boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, Bluegrass. They're going. It's going to be the 04 of Matthew Lee with the start. John Kender going to get that inside lane. Rolling is Scott Fritz. And the number 1, it's going to be that 80 of, no, that's the 80. Yeah, Ryan Campbell on that outside lane. Going to have to give you some numbers here, man. Do apologize. New season, new drivers, and boy, am I excited. John Kender to the middle as he is going to, excuse me, not to the middle, but to that second position as he is going to head now behind Matthew T. Lee. We saw John Kender last night in the Xfinity. Big pusher on those low downforce cars. Expected the same from Kender here tonight. You got him behind you up front. Feel like you're going to be successful here early. We'll see how they go. Green flags out. Coming to lap number 2 this next time by. And the field is just getting single filed out at the moment.
Yeah, right now you see a little bit of a pack here in the front. You got a bunch of cars back there kind of mushing around 2 by 2 by 2. So you're going to see a lot of pushing coming up here in not too long. You know, a lot of these drivers right now are just going to try to get settled out, try to get everything figured out, try to figure out what they want to, where they want to put the car, what lane is the dominant lane, which if anything goes to show you over the last couple of days, that top lane has been the dominant lane. But let's see if these Cup cars can hang out there on that outside lane and make it work, or if the inside lane is going to be dominant tonight.
Yeah, that outside lane was rolling last night in the Xfinity Series. We saw it as well in the trucks. Starting to come a little bit later in the run right now at lap number 2. These drivers probably just settling in. A lot more experience, it seems like, in the field. We got a lot of Bluegrass originals coming back. And we got a lot of new faces out there. Just look at all those beautiful stock cars. 35 on the field tonight here for the Daytona race. And, man, just a big shout-out to all of our sponsors, L&S Customs. I mean, we're going all the way down to ButtKicker, Kender Performance Group. And, yeah, man, Rims won as well. Excuse me. Had a brain fart there for a second. But yeah, thank you to all of our sponsors here early, as without you guys, this Bluegrass season would be possibly, but you know, it wouldn't be as special. And man, it is going to be a special season. These drivers racing for a share of $1,000. I'm pretty sure prizes and everything going to be going for drivers, you know, making up whatever. Yeah, you know, even winning up to a butt kicker at the end. So I mean, there's going to be so many prizes, so many cash prizes to be handed out. And you know, man, if you win the championship, guess what? You're going to Kender Performance Group up in North Carolina. You're racing a go-kart, baby, in real life. You're getting some seat time. So it's going to be fun, man. We got a lot of spirited drivers out there, I feel like, this season. And right now, man, Matthew T. Lee looks pretty damn cool out front. He's leading this pack early.
Yeah, one of the things that I'm seeing here is a lot of the drivers are opting to go to that inside lane. Not a lot of people are wanting to go to that outside line. We do know that you know, you get up there, you start mixing it up 2 by 2 by 2, you know, up in the front, you can really start opening up the door for a lot of wrecks and everything happening. So you're going to probably see a lot of these drivers just kind of single file out, not want to get up here and race too much right now. You know, you see the outside lane starting to come alive now. There's a little bit of a mix going on back there. Whoa, we get a little bit of a bump there to the 16 there.
And 16 out of his line right there. 16 was very consistent last season, not like that National Guard machine to get himself into too much trouble. We'll see if Jimmy Allen can recover. We're back to racing here, though. And Chris, look at that 31 machine. I know you'll appreciate that. Brandon Holder, that 31 machine currently sitting in 15th. Running a, is that an old, what is it? Oh, man, Sprint Wireless, whichever one it was. I knew it was a Jeff Burton. I can't think of the, dang, now that I put myself on the spot, I forgot. Either way, that's that old Jeff Burton throwback, man. That looks hot.
Oh, yes, I do see what you're talking about. That 31 singular throwback.
Singular, that's what it was. Singular.
Yeah, there you go.
Think of it, man. Dang.
I had to catch the paint job on there.
Hey, you know more of those old folks phone services than me. I was like, what, like early 2000s singular, man. But hey, let's get back to the racing here. We're starting to see that outside lane form. It looks like that 88 Adam Lancaster has moved up. The one is Scott Fritz in that Sim Lab number 1. Looks like he's running the Boob Lives Matter. That's that breast cancer awareness month of October. Big shout out to that one of Scott Fritz. That is something we need a lot more awareness to. Is look at that. John Kender's got some awareness. He's going to pull up to that outside lane. He sees it rolling, and he's thinking he's going to get himself a cheap little free run to the lead here. Excuse me, John Pill though. That number 7 machine. Actually, that is not John Pill. That is Doug Newbigging. Does that car not say John Pill on the front window? It says Pill. I am confusion.
As I'm currently looking at it, I can't see it from this camera view, but right now we've got that 2 by 2 that we were talking about, Josh. Looks like here at lap 7, everybody decided they were going to go ahead and step out of line. You see the number 5 there of John Kender. Find that outside lane. Let's see if he can push it up here and get that outside lane working, as now it looks like everybody's starting to battle it out.
26, Matthew Baker, kind of holding that inside lane up just a little bit. It looked like he was stopping to get that run back up to the bumper here. He's cleared that up really quickly. So So it's not like he was doing anything detrimental to that inside lane. But the inside lane does look a little bit more out of sorts. That outside lane looks like they're getting more in sync. And I think down the front straightaway here, we might see a change for the lead as that 80 of Adam Lancaster, all over the back bumper of John Kender. Giving him a big shove here, but he's still got that 05 of Matthew Lee to the inside. It's going to be a battle here these next couple laps. And I'm going to be surprised if we'll see that 5 of John Kender get out the lead here soon. He's been doing well all week here at Daytona with the Xfinity race, now going to the Cup race, putting himself up there early. This could be a night for John Kender that he doesn't want to forget.
Yeah, maybe looks like he's falling off just a little bit on that outside lane. Maybe having to check up a little bit.
7 though.
Yeah, the 7 car of Doug New Bigging. Excuse me. I looked at it. I was like, wait, what? But then I got it. The 7 car doing a really good job pushing Matthew T. Lee, moving his way up to the front of the field. You see Kender kind of falling back there a little bit. He's got that 80 of Ryan Campbell right behind him, I want to say. He's got the 88 of Adam Lancaster, right behind him. So that outside lane looks like it's kind of falling apart here right now. Matthew T. Lee, he's pushing his way out to the front, or more in the front,
Yeah, Matthew T. Lee getting a big shove here. That Martin Sports 04 rolling down the back straightaway. That 26 right there, you see that is Matthew Baker as he is heading that 3-car pack of the lead right there in that inside lane. And then behind him, got Ryan Campbell. You got John Kender, Adam Lancaster, Brandon Holder, Scott Fritz, David Sheets, Matt Kemp, Brandon Neer. I mean, all the way down to 17th within a second of each other. So, I mean, this top 20 right here, you can throw a blanket over them. These boys are racing.
Yeah, you see the 26 of Matthew Baker moving his way up to that top lane. Maybe saw something. He's like, hey, maybe if I get out here and head this outside lane, maybe we can make something happen. You see the 7 there getting a little loose on that bottom lane, hitting that yellow line like we were talking about last night, Josh. There's just a little bit of I like to call it the spin pocket. It is, you get down in that little pocket coming out of the corner, and the next thing you know, the back end's coming around on you. So you just got to watch out coming down out of turns 2 and 4 because you can get the back end loose.
And we saw it happen exactly right there coming out of 3, in the middle of 3, going into 4, where Ronnie Shirk actually last night in the Xfinity race got on it, got some big rear damage. Later on in the race, all he could talk about was how free the rear end of the car was in traffic. And if you're looking, and you got some good looking eyes right now, you can see you obviously need to have a good car in traffic here at Daytona.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the tracks that you have to have your car at 100%. If you have any kind of damage, any just little bit of damage on that car, it will slow it down. If you stay in the draft, you can kind of get away with the damage, but you don't want it at all, because if you get out there in a position where you're like John Kender right now, or that 26 of Matthew Baker, it can slow you down, and then you just have everybody pushing behind you. But look at that inside lane. Got a lot of separation. That outside lane's tucked up. Everybody's pitting.
Pitting. We've got early pit stops here, lap 11. Seems like we got some guys undercutting the stage, maybe halfway cutting the stage, not sure what the plan is here, but hey, these boys know what they're doing. And we've got a lot of different teams committed to it, so we got a lot of cars down pit road here. About 8 cars to be exact. So lap 11, your first green flag pit stops of the night have started. Let's go back up here on board with your leader, that number 5 of John Kender, as he is going to bring that Rims 1 Kender Performance, number 5, Chevy Camaro, down the back straightaway in the lead for the first time tonight. So Kender going to lead his laps, get his bonus points. As you see that one of Scott Fritz in the outside lane, kind of just hanging solo. It looks like that 54 of Matt Kemp just going to go ahead and dive it to the inside. But Scott Fritz going to get in front of that nose. The 2 Ford Mustangs look like they're going to try to link back up here, maybe get a run back up here to the front if they are allowed that chance. We will see as the 8 of Alex Huffman there. Huffy, last season's Cup champion. He is rolling his way up into the top 10 now, currently sitting 7th. Good to see Huffy back up here in the mix of things here early. And that Allen's Body Shop number 8 always looks good out on the racetrack.
Yeah, if you're Sarah Mays, you're definitely screaming your head off right now. You've got Alex Huffman currently sitting in the 8th position with Justin Winters right behind him. So now you've got those 2 teammates linked up. You're going to see a really big push here from that 8 and that 9.
Wonder I didn't notice who Justin Winters was. New number 9, baby. That's a fresh looking race car. Got that old school die-cast race car. Oh, is it showing 52 on screen for you? Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's why I said it that way. Yeah, I see 52 as well. We do know that was his last season number, but Looks like we got a couple guys down pit road this time again. That is going to be the 70. Excuse me. The 70 of Aaron Smith, Matt Grenier, Brandon Holder, Jonathan Swartz, Brandon Zimmerman, Dylan Hastings. So a couple guys down pit road that time. It looks like Matt Grenier maybe locked up a little bit on his way in. We've got some guys coming down pit road. Adam Lancaster as well.
Yeah, as you see right now, got a bunch of people coming down pit lane. You got John Kender, Adam Lancaster, Matthew Baker, Alex Huffman, all coming down pit lane. Whoa, 88 around.
Trouble early in pit road. 88 around. He's going to gather it back up. Lancaster transmission machine. Going to get it back rolling. He's not going to lose too much time, but he's going to have to really hit his marks now to get his way back up to the front. That 88, he's going to be pretty upset that he just did that to himself.
Yeah, that's one of those things.
Sorry, Chris. Looked like he just committed late right there.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you're going to have to hit your marks. You're going to get into your pit stall a little slower than everybody else, so you're going to have to make up that time. You know, they're going to get back out on the track before you, and you're going to be all by yourself. So it's either your teammates have to wait up on you, or you just get left out. So it's going to be a big move there from that 88 machine. He probably will just get out real quick. '84 David Farmer down pit lane right now. That's going to give the lead to that 54 of Matthew Kemp. That 7 of Doug Newbigging back behind him. 21 of Morgan Baird. He's going to be in that 3rd spot. And the 81 is going to be in 4th with Zach Nichols in 44. I mean, the 44 in 5th place. So right now we've got a couple of drivers that haven't come down pit lane yet. So right now pretty much back to CJ Mason has not come down pit lane. It's good to see CJ Mason in the Cup Series as well. One of those truck drivers that we've had the opportunity of driving with and racing with up here in the Cup Series.
Camera flickering for you? I just freaked out. As Matt Kemp still going to be your leader here. Stage break here in 5 laps. Should maybe 4 laps this time by. Honestly, can't remember when I heard Jason say it. I think it's lap 20 or 21. I think it's end of lap 20 going to 21. Yes, end of 20. Just got confirmation from Race Control. We're going to lap 21.
Yeah, right now, so you're going to see Matt Kemp going to go ahead and dive down, going to cut that stage just a couple of laps longer than the rest of the field, but that's going to give the lead to that 7 of Doug Newbigging. He's going to pull out into that front with the 44 of Zach Nichols right behind him. Mikey Neal Jr. is going to be sitting right behind him, so everybody's kind of moving up just a little bit. You're going to see the 15 of Matt Green. You're going to pull on that outside lane, got a little bit fresher tires, probably going to get a really good run past everybody there.
Look at that run. These boys are getting on the outside lane.
Yeah, that separation is going to kind of hurt. You know, if you want to get around the track fast, you need to be bumper to bumper to bumper. These drivers have kind of got a little bit of space behind them, so it kind of
really
puts a little bit of a parachute.
They're going really slow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're only going 163 right now. They're creeping.
Okay, so that's why everybody's catching them then. So they're probably waiting up for a teammate or something.
Saving fuel.
Ah, gotcha.
Are they saving fuel?
Gotcha. That could be what it is, because right now we go up here on board with the pack that's coming up on them. Go up to that
I've just never seen people do that, so I have no idea. That's the first time I've seen anyone run that slow at River Speedway, so not sure the strategy what those boys are doing, but hey, probably just saving some fuel. That's the only thing I can probably think of.
Yeah, because right now they haven't come down pit lane. Maybe they're just trying to.
I mean, you see this pack of 4 car running almost 200. So.
Yeah, right now they're running at, like you said, around 195. We're going to go up here on board with that front pack.
50.
See, they're only doing 150 right now. So something going on with those guys. maybe like you said, just a little bit of strategy, but everybody's kind of like, okay, we're not holding on to this anymore. We're going to get around Mikey Neal to the lead.
To go in the stage as well, so they're probably going to get back on it here. Yep, they're getting back on it here. So yeah, it's exactly what I think they were doing, just saving fuel.
Yeah, but is it in vain? Because right now you've got a really big pack of cars coming up behind you running full speed.
You can't do that, man. You cannot do that.
Yeah, that was a massive block there.
Yeah, you cannot do that at a super speedway. Going 30 miles an hour less almost, and you're pulling out in front of a full pack of cars. That is a no-no.
Well, we got a big mix-up here. You see that 7 car probably ran out of fuel, actually. He is coasting right now.
And they're wrecking. There goes Scott Fritz. Come on, man.
So Scott Fritz around here at lap 21 of 100. That's going to go ahead and be the stage break. So right now, it looks like Ryan Campbell will be your stage winner. All right, so we're going to go back. I don't have a marker for that moment that just happened, so we're going to have to do this as Josh always says, guerrilla style. We're going to rewind it, see what happened to that one machine, see what was going on. See the 7 machine there. Looks like maybe he was running out of fuel. You see the 26. Looks like he got a little loose there. And you're going to see the 8 bump the 26. It's going to send Scott Fritz around. Frankie Barroso just had nowhere to go. Trying to get it probably woed up, just pushing the number 1, and that's what caused it. Oh, the 80 of Ryan Campbell's out of fuel.
No. Sorry. Misunderstood. Heard somebody else talking about running out of fuel and saw that 80 slowing down, and my bad. Misunderstanding. He was waiting for the pace car. Okay. Oh, okay. I just heard somebody say, I'm out of fuel. And then I saw the 80 slow, and I was like, no, there's no way. He pitted at lap 11, but I see. Sorry about that. But, man, what was that end of that stage, man? That was hectic, Chris. I am just been listening to race control. Sorry, just been if you hear me get a little quiet to our newer fans, if you're not aware, yes, I'm usually the loud guy, the play-by-play guy. I like to talk a lot. Chris is my my trusty sidekick that is over there doing all the camera changes, everything. So Chris is like the basically you can say the cameraman, the broadcaster, the producer, all of it the same thing. So you know, Chris is like our magic 8-ball. He's just going to give you all the answers you don't want. So you know that if you hear me ever get quiet, and you hear Chris kind of take up for a minute, probably listening to race control, probably just taking some information in so I can get you guys some information. But really, they were just talking about, you know, what happened between Fritz at the end and who was the stage winner. So I just need, if you hear me, Jason, get confirmation on who picked up that stage win. I think it was the 80 of Ryan Campbell. I didn't hear you guys talking about it. I had a bunch of stuff. Yeah, my bad.
Yep, and Josh is going to hop down and just go ahead and confirm what happened there as we were watching that go down. No, sometimes this tracker can get a little messed up here. If we don't get with that, if we don't get with him, we will try to get with him one of these cautions. Ryan Campbell was the stage winner, but the lights are out. The lights are back on, so we will go ahead and get a interview with him real quick.
Ryan Campbell, Chris, and Josh up to the Bluegrass booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, man. How are you?
How are you, man? And so after all that confusion right there at the stage break, we were going so good until right there coming to the the green white checkered. But you were able to pick up that stage win, man. And overall, you guys did a great job out there. How's it feeling? Just being out there back on the track, back of the Cup Series, or back behind the seat of a race car. And how's it going in your first moments here in the Bluegrass Series? How you feeling, and how you settling in?
So far, so good. I got some good teammates out here. Had a good push from, I think it was Matt Lee was pushing me there. We saw the top four looked like they didn't pit, and they were trying to do a fuel strategy, but they were having to run so light on the gas that, or on the accelerator, that it was kind of easy to catch up to them. So yeah, happy for the stage win. Looking forward to getting some more points in this race. Hopefully have a solid day. And so far, the racing's been really fun. Yeah, I'm excited for what the season has.
So we're very excited to see what you guys got in store for us, man. All the Glove Box Motorsports guys. And hey, man, Ryan, again, congratulations on picking up the first stage win of the season, your first stage win in Bluegrass, and very excited to see what you got coming for us here later in the race, man.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man. You guys have a great rest of y'all's race down there.
Thank you.
All right, and that was your stage winner, one of the Glove Box Motorsports guys. That's that number 80 machine of Ryan Campbell. So we're seeing that we may have a Scott Fritz and John Kender. I know Scott Fritz damage. Mikey Neal Jr. looks like he had some damage, and it looks like John Kender was down pit road for 3 minutes and 44 seconds. So Kender definitely got a beat-up race car. It seems like if we get any word about what he's got to say about that race car, we will give you that information. But right now, we're getting ready to go back to the green flag here in just a moment.
Flag is out here at lap 25 of 100. We've got that 04 of Matthew Lee out to a good jump. 95 of Jonathan Swartz on that outside lane. One of those competitors last season that was in the Bluegrass thing. Still got his yellow banner rolling there. So that 95 still rolling that last season skin. But hey, doesn't matter. He's pushing that outside lane, but that inside lane looks like it's got a really good head of steam. Got that 76 of Brad Neer behind that 04. Matthew T. Lee, you're going to see that outside lane start picking up here in a second. With Brandon Holder, and then you see Frankie Barroso right behind him as well. They got the guy down into that one machine of Scott Fritz and sent him around into the wall. Not nefariously, but one of those things that just happens, had nowhere to go. But he is currently sitting in fourth place with Ryan Campbell in that 80 machine, your stage winner, sitting in that fifth spot. That outside lane looks like it's about to come alive.
Oh, yeah, that outside lane starting to get stacked up. It's the 95, the 48, the 9, the 88. And then farther back there just a little bit, it should be that 26 or that 20 machine. That might actually be Nicholas Nagel for all I know, man. These new schemes, it's hard to see when I don't see the numbers exactly. Usually, I'm calling these drivers strictly off of schemes. Now I'm having to call them strictly off of just looking at SDK and hoping I'm calling the right person for right now. So, again, do apologize if we, mix up driver names here just at the start a little bit. New schemes, new drivers, a lot of new drivers. Trust me, 35 in the field tonight. So, it's looking like a hot season so far, man. I'm very excited to see what these Bluegrass boys got cooked up for us here going into the new season of 2021.
Yeah, it looked like that 80 of Ryan Campbell was going to take that look to the outside lane, maybe just doing a little bit of cooling there behind that 12 Frankie Barroso. But look at that, the outside lane looks like it's starting to come alive. You see them starting to catch that 95 of Jonathan Swartz, starting to catch that 08 machine, or that 80 machine, excuse me. Looks like that 12 machine starting to peek out a little bit. Maybe he thinks he's going to go with that 95.
Yeah, that Phoenix 795 of Jonathan Swartz starting to get a little bit of a push on that outside lane. You see that car wiggling around a little bit. That usually indicates that he's getting a big old shove to the rear bumper of that race car they're linking up. as he is still fueled by your tears on the back bumper of that Jonathan Swartz machine. One of my favorite things that he had on that back bumper, but he's going to roll that outside lane. Is the inside lane looking like they got a little bit out of sorts there on the exit of 4. That outside lane starting to slowly but surely claw their way back.
Yeah, I just want to go ahead and really quick give a shout out. Forgot to say it during that interview because everything kind of went crazy there for a second. The stage winners are presented by Twisted Tea Designs, which is our own Brian Terry's designs. He does skins, all kinds of stuff, vinyls, everything. So if you're looking for anything for that, go to Twisted Tea Designs. Whoa, it looks like somebody just went really far down the track.
Brad Neer moved up. He's going to head that outside lane. They're going to get a big pull up with Jonathan Swartz.
Yeah, somebody just went off track in the back. Don't know who that was. It was a
you
yellow
saw
car.
somebody go off back? My bad.
Yeah, no, there was a yellow car that just shot down the bottom of the track, and then he disappeared. Didn't see what happened there. But anyway, right now, like you said, Brad Neer's going to take that outside lane. He's going to head it up there with Jonathan Swartz, maybe get some momentum on that outside lane. But
yet. He wants to lead that lap bad, Chris.
Yeah, no bonus points to that 76 just yet. He's trying to get up there and just get that bonus point, but he's going to be all over that back quarter panel of that 04 machine of Matthew T. Lee, excuse me. As you see right now, he's getting that push from that 95.
Oh, here it comes. 76 on the outside lane. He's going to go to the bottom here. Well, he might take Jonathan Swartz with him. He's going to go. New leader here. Lap number 29. It's going to be that 76 Brad Neer. And that outside lane reforming back up, and they're going to try to make that strike again.
Yeah, now we've got Daniel Hastings on that outside lane.
Dylan Hastings.
Dylan Hastings. I don't know why I said it that way. Dylan Hastings on that outside lane. Now he's going to be the head of steam up there. We'll see if that 04 Matthew Lee decides he wants to jump up there on the top lane and take over that and see if he can get back up here to the front. But right now, Brad Neer, he's going to lead a lap, so he'll get those bonus points. But it looks like that outside lane's starting to fall back just a little bit.
It's going to be weird seeing somebody in that 48 machine. It's not Mo Abbott. We know Mo moved to the 3 Chevy machine this year, and seeing somebody in that 48, it's a little bit of big shoes to fill. Mo was starting to get some momentum rolling in that 48 last season, and now will that 48 machine of Dylan Hastings, will he be able to take that momentum maybe that race team and Mo Abbott built up and move it on in the future? We know that 48 machine's got some speed. We'll see how Dylan gets behind the reins of it and decides to take it. But right now, looks like he's running good, currently sitting in that 7th place position.
Yeah, he's got that 9 of Justin Winters on that back bumper. We do know Justin Winters is a very talented driver, really good at pushing. He's also got that 88 of Adam Lancaster behind him, so a couple of friends are behind that. But it looks like that 48 is going to go ahead and dive it down into the inside lane. He's going to leave that 9 and that 88 machine out on the top of the track, so they might actually fall back and lose a couple of positions here.
Yeah, that top lane fell apart faster than a Lego set given to a 3-year-old. I mean, it just really demolished and went down. So we'll see if these boys get it filed back up. But right now here at lap 31, seems like they're just going to get a single file, just kind of hang out. And it's that section of the race where me and Chris put on Smooth Jazz, and we start talking to you guys about how you should reach about your extended car warranty.
Now, I don't know about all that, but I'm gonna go over to the Facebook and the YouTube chat. Let's see what we got going on over here. We see Justin Winters, number 9. Hey, Sarah Mays, good to have you in the chat. It's always good to have you here. She says, come on, Winters and Huffy, show them your stuff, boys. Well, they are definitely getting out there and showing it right now. Got Josh Clemens put on a good show here, boys. Good luck. Got BMW 24. What's going on with those slow cars? Yeah, as we heard, probably just a fuel-saving issue that we saw. Also see that they say, go Morgan Baird, restarting P10. Sarah Bays, go Justin. And then Travis Twitty saying, hey, Matt Lee, he's bad fast.
He is bad fast. He was looking really good early in the race. Right now, currently sitting in that 3rd position behind that 95 of Jonathan Swartz. And that 31 man, Brandon Holder. Big shout out to the Burton-inspired theme right there. It's good to see. You know, these boys just carrying that legacy, keeping those old school schema lives, and really giving you that feel of going home and coming off the bus to run inside and watch qualifying, you know, on a Friday night on Speed Channel. I mean, it just feels good to see these old style liveries out there and these good drivers going.
Right now, it looks like everybody's just kind of single-filed out.
I think we're getting some pit stops.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like everybody's kind of single-filed out right now. You're going to see that
Fords.
Yeah, that 21 of Morgan Baird going to drop down to the front. Whoa, doing a little bit of lock up there. 51 getting into the back bumper.
They're not going to make contact. It looks like kept it off of each other. But man, oh man, hopefully that 21's wearing his brown suit tonight.
Ooh, that 21 definitely did not like to see that coming up in his rearview mirror. Probably a little bit of a bump there, but hey, that's okay.
Pucker factor too on in there. He's like, oh God, here I go. Here we go. Hey God, it's me again. Like, man, that was close, too close for call right there.
Yeah, so Brad Neer in that 76 machine, he's going to hold on to that lead. You see a little bit of looseness there from that 95 machine. These cars got a little bit more downforce, a little bit more grip to that track than the Xfinity cars that we saw last night. So you're going to see a lot of good racing, a lot of single file racing, because these cars definitely have a different draft package than all the other cars. So it's going to be interesting to see how these drivers decide to hold it out here. We will have the pit cycles coming up here before too long, so that's really going to mix everything up.
Oh yeah, I love me some green flag pit stops at super speedways. It really separates the men from the boys, as Justin Winter's going to call down. He's coming down pit road, give the boys the virtual wave out the window. He's that rally checkers machine, that number 91, Ryan Smith. Nice looking machine he's got out there tonight. Sounds like the 88 of Adam Lancaster also going to come down with that Justin Winters machine. Going to be surprised how many guys come with them. Looks like it's just them two right now.
Yeah, it's just two cars. That's going to wreak havoc on you if you've got a pack of cars racing around. You do want a draft friend out here on a track like Daytona. These plate tracks are not fun whenever it's just you driving by yourself. Right now, it looks like Adam Lancaster and Justin Winters are the only two that decided to come down pit lane this time by. So Brad Neer getting that really big bump from that 95 of Jonathan Swartz. Like we were saying about him, he's one of those drivers we know. He'll put the bumper to you, and he's not afraid.
Too early right now, though, to be doing all that mess. I mean, it's Daytona, 100 laps. Oh, bump drafting? My bad.
Yeah, I was talking about bump drafting.
Yeah. He'll put the bumper to you, yeah. My bad, misunderstood you. I was listening to driver chat, calling out radio, and I just heard put the bumper to you, and I was like, oh.
Whoa, Nicholas Noggle missed his pit really bad there.
Yeah, that is very uncharacteristic from that 08. 13 as well misses pit box.
Looks like Matthew Baker might have missed his. All right, we're going to go back on board here with Brad Neer. He's got that 31 of Brandon Holder on his back bumper with Ryan Campbell. All right, you're going to see that 76, that 31, and that 80 all come down pit lane right now, so that's going to open up the lead for that 70 of Aaron Smith II. He's going to have that 81 on his back bumper with that 94 Ed Schreer on his back bumper as well. So we got a single file pack here going. See, whenever they decide to come down pit lane, whenever everybody decides to go ahead and take those 4 good years, or just put a full tank of gas in and hope they can get to that next stage. Because we know the tires aren't really a factor here at a track like Daytona, but the fuel is where it becomes a factor. Looks like we're going to have a really massive, whoa, everybody looks like they're going really fast. You see the 70 locking it up there, the 81 locking it up. Looks like everybody's going to get it slowed down. Huffy's going to also get it slowed down, so you see him pulling into his pit lane right now. Looks like everybody's going to go ahead and miss it or make their pit lanes, but that 31 of Brandon Holder looks like he's all by himself out here on the track. He's got that 95 of Jonathan Swartz on that back bumper, but you see that 95 caught that draft, also had that 12 pushing behind him, so had a really big head of steam here, so you're going to see that 31 machine just get kind of blown by right now.
I said it looks like fuel only for everyone but the 84. Maybe the 81, excuse me, the 81, my bad.
Yeah, but right now you see the whole pack like a bad pack of bees coming out of turn 2, excuse me, coming down the backstretch, having to get around everybody. Woo, just a lot of mixing and matching going around. So Jonathan Swartz is going to assume the lead here at lap 39 of 100 to that 70 there, riding that top lane. Falling back really far back there towards the back.
now, sitting at lap 40, about 60 laps to go this next time by, as Jonathan Swartz going to be out in the lead. Frankie Barroso in that second spot. Another driver that found some speed mid to late season last year. Frankie is a guy that can catch you off guard with how quick he can be on some of these tracks. Maybe you don't expect him. We got Gabriel Ellison sitting in that third spot, up 28 spots currently. Brendan Holder in fourth. Ryan Campbell in fifth. Brad Neer in sixth. Dylan Hastings in that seventh spot. Matthew Baker in eighth. Matthew T. Lee in ninth with Morgan Bard in that 10th spot. And then it's going to be Matt Kemp 11th. I don't know why I said 20th. Zach Nichols in that 12th spot. Brandon Zimmerman in 13th. Adam Lancaster 14th. Justin Winters 15th. Aaron Smith 16th. Edward Shearer, he's going to be in that 17th spot. Matt Grenner, he's going to be 18th with Wyatt Brackett in 19th. Alex Huffman in 20th. Doug Newbigging in that 21st spot. Dustin Slider, he is at that 22nd spot. Ryan Smith 23rd. Dylan Butler 24th with Nicholas Noggle 25th. Jado Katachi, he is 26th. CJ Mason 27th. David Sheets 28th. Jimmy Allen is in that 29th spot. 30th, Brian Terry. Mo Abbott 31st. Scott Fritz 32nd. David Farmer 33rd. Mikey Neal Jr., he is sitting 34th. And out of the race right now currently is that John Kender machine retired, and we'll see him next week at Homestead. So that is your field as it stands at the moment here at lap number 42. A couple drivers out already. John Kender, one of those guys. But we're going to go back up here on focus with your leaders. And, man, you know, you got that 77 machine. You got the 31. You got some new guys up there sitting third and fourth. You got the, the old school guys sitting up there in first and second. We got some new and fresh blood that's been racing each other all night. Man, this Bluegrass League, Chris, they might be onto something this season. I think this is going to be probably our best year today.
Yeah, this is definitely something that I've been looking at this entire race. I've noticed there's been a lot of clean racing going on, not a lot of trying to do the things that you see, that you normally see. So, whoa, you see a big check up there on that outside lane going up there to throw the block, that 76 there of Brad Neer throwing a really big block. Now he's going to be 3 wide going into turn 1.
Packs are starting to catch each other. We're going to start seeing that racing again here.
Yeah, as you see a little bit of a gap between that 77 of Gabriel Ellison and that 48 machine of Dylan Hastings. There's a little bit of a gap, so that 48 is going to get a run up to the back bumper of that 77. So you're going to see that pack start catching it. But right now, look back here. You got Matthew T. Lee battling it out with that 31 machine of Brandon Holder. Looks like that outside lane starting to fall back, lose a little bit of momentum. But you're going to see that 04 machine going to go ahead and say, you know what, I'm going to go to that top lane. 31, or the 9 machine, excuse me, of Justin Winters going to pull out to that outside lane. So they're going to see a big stack up. 31 looks like he might be up into the wall.
Yeah, 31 got in hot. That 29, Zach Nichols, behind that Williams Esport Ford Mustang. He's going to be getting up to that back bumper. The 9, the 31 to his back bumper. The 9 to the 04. And it looks like that inside lane now is starting to roll a lot. As 3 wide we go into turn number 3 here. Justin Winters, that 54. And that 29, they're 3 wide as it's going to settle back out. 2 wide. That 04, Matthew Lee now going to cut it in front of that 54, Matt Kemp.
Riding on board here with Brandon Zimmerman, excuse me. He's riding out on that top lane. Looks like he just got left out the drop.
Chairman, one to go in the stage. This is the white flag.
One to go in the stage, so get ready here. Let's see who's going to bring it to the checkered flag. Whoa, big bump there. Big bump there.
Save it. Matthew Lee, great save. And here comes the 20 now. Brandon Zimmerman to the outside. The 29 as well. The 04 looking like he's just trying to hang on. Whoa, my goodness. Getting tight there between him and the 76. But we're going to go back up here on board with your lead is how to turn number 4. Here comes Jonathan Swartz, outside lane, starting to form up. And it looks like he doesn't have enough help. Inside lane's going to win it all day. Jonathan Swartz, green, white checker. He's going to grab your stage victory here at stage number 2. And they might be wrecking after the, oh my goodness. Thought we were going to start wrecking after the caution. Get it woed up, boys. It ain't worth it yet. And yes, like we were told earlier, Jonathan Swartz is not going to be taking interviews tonight, which is fine. We just means it's going to be even more special when we get to take the Swartz. So if you were expecting an interview from him, he just seems like he's more focused on the race tonight. And there you go. It's very distracting sometimes to be moved around in Discord. I know what that's like. So good on Jonathan Swartz, man. Got his head down and he's digging. Stage winner here, 95, picking up where he left off in his winning tendencies. But we'll see what that 95's got for us left here in the rest of this race.
Yeah, also forgot to mention, each driver tonight in the stage gets $10 added to their iRacing tenure in the Bluegrass, or they can take it cash, I guess, however they do. But they do walk away with $10 presented by the Twisted Tea Designs of Brian Terry. So he came on board here tonight, did the wanted to do these stage winners and said, hey guys, throw me up there. We're like, hey, we got you, buddy. So Brian Terry doing the Twisted Tea Designs stage winner here tonight. So Jonathan Swartz going to walk away with $10 tonight.
While we've got a moment here, just going to say again a big shout out to our sponsors here tonight. And our main sponsor, L&S Customs, located in Prospect Hill, North Carolina, is a high-end custom car builder. Winners of the 2021 National Street Rod Association Builder of the Year for their award-winning Fast Lane 50. They offer everything from group one-off customs to restoring your classic to its original form as the field comes down pit lane here. And their facility houses a custom fabrication shop, body shop, state-of-the-art paint, offering PPG paints. They also offer a complete mechanical shop for the maintenance and upgrades your ride needs today. Trust me, you need it. Those wheels you've been thinking about, go hit them up. So go to lnscustoms.com or search them on Facebook and check out their latest work, man. See all those beautiful paint jobs, all those restorations they got going on, and you think you got something you need them to do, hit them up at lnscustoms.com. Also say a big shout out to ButtKicker again for jumping on board with us here again. ButtKicker is awesome. Takes that sim racing immersion to the next level. Check them out at buttkicker.com. Big shout out to Kender Performance Group as well as Rims One. Check them out if you need any type of racing sim just equipment. So yeah, there you go. All right, well wheels and tires, my bad. I'm thinking of a completely another freaking sponsor for another company. My bad. I do apologize. Rims and tires. That's a big goof for me. Somebody throw me out back and hit me with an egg.
So here at lap 48, we're going to have our second stage break. We've got that 91 of Ryan Sword out in the lead in that like Josh said earlier, that beautiful rallies and checkers car. You don't really see a lot of people driving those kind of cars, which I do personally like food cars. So every time I get in, I like everybody saying, "Oh, come on, Kiwi, you're making me hungry, man." So you're going to see that 91 maybe going ahead and pulling it down pit lane. Yeah, it looks like him and Morgan Baird are going to also pull it down pit lane. So they're going to go ahead and surrender that lead to Jonathan Swartz. So Jonathan Swartz is going to assume the lead again under caution here. Looks like the pace lights are out. We're going to be going green this time around. Gonna go to the Facebook chat while we're still under caution. I see we've got Michael Brisson saying good luck to all the drivers. Jeffrey Babb saying the calm before the storm, or if the big one happens, hey, it's gonna happen before too long. We got John Bradley Pill. Good to have you here tonight, man. Pulling for the 7 of Doug Newbringing and the 77 of Gabriel Ellison. Good to have you here, John Bradley. And then see Ronnie Shirk posting up the Rims One Online link in the chat. He said, let's go Elite Motorsports. Get on up there. Let's go. And then Casey Barlow Come on, Dylan Butler, go get this W. So, hey, thanks for everybody out there on that Facebook and YouTube platform. As the green flag is about to come out, that iRacing Mustang going to take that hard left-hand turn. Such a violent turn for that pace car. That's not that bad. Okay, not that bad on Daytona, but it's going to bring it to the green here. Green flag is out. Jonathan Swartz going to get out to a really good jump. You see that 48 of Dylan Hastings getting a little loose up there on that top lane. Maybe had a really big bump there from that 04 Matthew Lee. It looks like that outside lane is going to start pushing just a little bit harder. It looks like Matthew Lee's going to get hung out there on that outside lane too dry. He's going to have a lot of cars going to on that inside lane. Maybe he can, whoa, it looks like he tried to get down in there in front of Lancaster, but he's not going to be able to make it. Almost cut that nose off of Lancaster. Woo! See him tearing out of turns 2, coming down the back stretch, going into turn 3. Jonathan Swartz leading this pack into turn number 3. It's that 48 of Dylan Hastings sitting all over that back bumper, though. The 12 Frankie Barroso, really good to see him up here from Matt Kemp in that 54 machine, also riding up here. Adam Lancaster in 5th, so everybody is doing a really good job. It looks like we're going to have a inside lane. Everybody's just going to tuck up and file single file. Looks like everybody is still single file. Looks like we got a couple of drivers up there on that top lane, but not anybody really wanting to push the issue too far here. We've still got 50 laps to go, so not everybody wanting to push that issue right off the bat. A lot of drivers just trying to think big picture and get to the end of this race, because they do know it can all go to hell real quick in a handbasket. Whoa, we've got a big bump there. So it looks like David Sheets getting down there on that apron just a little bit, getting a little loose. You see him bumping up into, I want to say that was the 44. Or it might have been, no, it was the 76 of Brad Neer that he got into. So you see that 76 and that 06 of David Sheets getting into it just back there a little bit, but it looks like they're going to get it straightened out. Everybody's going to get it figured out. Right now, we're still filing single file going into turn 3. Everybody's looking like they, like we said, just trying to go on a conserve line, not really wanting to do anything too crazy right now.
It's already halfway over, Chris, so we're going to see these guys try to conserve what they've got left of their car to the rest of this race. And, you know, really, it's a super speedway race. It's not like you're going out there and beating on each other's doors 24/7. So you've got a lot of clean race cars out there, and they're trying to keep what they have. They do not want to go out there and mess this thing up when they just hit the halfway point. You really want to start leaning and rubbing on each other with about around 10 to go at the latest. So we'll see. Or the earliest, excuse me.
Yeah, you see the massive push up there from that 48, Dylan Hastings. That's what you're going to see a lot of. You're going to see a lot of that pulling up to the back bumper, getting all over that back bumper. But right now, like we said, everybody's just kind of single filed out. Not really too much risk taking right now. The 88 of Adam Lancaster, he's kind of holding back on that 54 Matt Kemp. So if he wanted to get that run and do that slingshot, he could, but it looks like he's just going to hold it back there for right now. Jonathan Swartz doing a really good job holding these boys off behind him.
Yeah, and again, I think we just go back to what we saw in the Xfinity race last night, Chris. This is kind of what it looked like once we got to the halfway point of the Xfinity race. Everybody just single filed, just hanging out, really biding their time until, you know, it gets time to really go. So, you know, if you're just out there cruising on the racetrack right now, yeah, you are racing for position, but you don't really see these boys get out there and race about the last 5-10 laps at Talladega. I mean, we've had some racing for the stages, but that ain't nothing. I keep saying Talladega, excuse me, Daytona, but we were just there a couple weeks ago in real life, so I think that's why I keep saying it. But you know, you're not going to see them start really trying to fight till the last like handful of laps when it really matters. Right now, it seems like everybody's just digging on a Sunday drive, and this second pack kind of beating, banging around a little bit. We got some damaged cars in there, got some clean cars. We got some guys just kind of hanging out. See if they decide to pick it back up and are able to clean themselves and get clear up. Excuse me, get cleanly up to that lead pack.
Yeah,
Man,
it looks like
I just can't talk.
It looks like Jimmy Allen's moved his way up into that 21st position. Saw he had a little bit of issues going on there in the beginning of the race. Saw him getting a little bit of a door bang from one of the drivers early on, but he's falling back. Actually went a couple of laps down. He's moved his way back up onto the lead lap. So good on that 16 to Jimmy Allen. He was one of those drivers last season that we were watching looking for a championship battle, but, just wrong place, wrong time. Had some stuff happen to him and got taken out. But, hey, that 16's back here again. It's good to see Jimmy Allen back out on the track.
Yeah, always good to see Jimmy Allen out on the track, man. He's a very consistent driver, always doing a good job to get himself in the right place he needs to be. And, earlier got caught up in a little bit of the mess, but, hey, that happens in wrong place, wrong time sometimes at these tracks. And then, you just have to you have to correct these things and bring it back. And in a super speedway track, it's very hard to do, but only the best drivers can do it, man. We'll see. But, sometimes the damage just overshadows that. So we'll see how the 16 of Jimmy Allen's able to recuperate from all the from all this action he got into earlier.
Yeah, Dylan Hastings trying to bide that time behind that 95 of Jonathan Swartz. See him kind of poking his nose out there a little bit, just probably trying to cool that car off a little bit. You ride behind these cars in the pack, and you will start overheating that car. So you probably see them start poking out just a little bit. That's whenever the drivers behind them go, oh, somebody's going, and then they dip out, and then the guy's like, oh, I got to go too. So that's what we're watching for right now. But like we were saying, everybody's just kind of single file, just biding that time. As we see a couple of drivers back here in the back of this pack, looks like they're starting to race it out.
Yeah, that back of the lead pack starting to go too wide a little bit. We're seeing an outside lane form here towards the back. If they start doing this too wide, though, they're going to really start to lose that lead draft if they mess around too much. So they need to be careful.
One of those things that we were talking about, whenever you start, just look at the difference right now. They've already started losing that front pack just from running too wide. So you're gonna have to decide whether or not you want to keep this thing up. As you see right now, I want to say that was the 10 of Wyatt Brackett. Yeah, the 10 of Wyatt Brackett going ahead and diving it down to that inside lane. He's like, nah, I don't like this that much. I'm gonna go ahead and pull down here. So you're gonna see the 76. Also, Brad Neer going to pull down into that lane. So you see the 3 there. Oh, no, the 3 of Mo Abbott's got a lot of front-end damage there. Unfortunate for him.
Here at lap number 59, we are just cruising. And while we're single file, me and Chris are going to take a just moment to step away. And while we are away from the microphones, you can enjoy these beautiful sights and sounds of the virtual Daytona International Speedway here at the LNS Customs 100, and you can enjoy this Kender performance loud pedal. All right, and we welcome you back from that Kender performance. Loud pedal. Hopefully you enjoyed those beautiful sights, those beautiful sounds. I know I did. I had the volume cranked all the way up, and those cameras on the apron there in turns 1 and 2, turns 3 and 4, they just sound so beautiful when those cars were single file on by. It's amazing the atmosphere, the electricity, the sights, the sounds, everything that this iRacing platform captivates and gives you the immersion on, man. It makes you feel like you are one of those drivers out on the track every given Sunday and can go out there and win it if you were to go and get yourself in a seat. So, man, really love what iRacing's doing, allowing people, like myself and others to get into a race car and not have to worry about spending hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. That is beautiful. So, you know what? Thank you, iRacing, and man, we hope you enjoyed that. Thank you to the fans. Without you guys, we couldn't do it. And look at that, pit road, and we got another cone getting brutally murdered.
Yes, I don't know why everybody likes to take out the pit cones there. Come on, Brandon, what you doing? It looks like we've got a little bit of a pit cycle starting to happen here at lap 66 of 100. See Ryan Campbell, Brian Neer, Jimmy Allen, David Sheets. A lot of drivers coming down pit lane right now. Look at that, Frankie Barroso going to go ahead and dive it down. 95 of Jonathan Swartz also going to dive it down. Oh, having a bunch of lockups going on.
Boys are racing on pit road.
So Adam Lancaster in that 88 machine going to go ahead and promote himself to the lead. He's got his teammate Justin Winters on that back bumper. I want to say the teammates. I don't have the team list in front of me. I do apologize. We're still getting it put together. I got a couple of them pulled up here, but don't have that one. But looks like that non-machine's going to go ahead and tuck it up to that back bumper of Adam Lancaster. Matthew Baker also on that back bumper. They might be coming down pit lane here before too long.
And yes, Chris, they are.
Whoa, big check up there. Matthew Lee diving it down in there.
Matthew Lee just drove it in. If he just got that thing slowed up, that was awesome. Whoa, the 9 just took a shot at the rear end. Jonathan Swartz out there by himself? No, he's got Gabriel behind him. Okay.
Yeah, he's got the 77
I was about to say,
behind
oh
him.
My goodness. That ain't good for him.
Yeah, Jonathan Swartz looked like he was in the league of his own, but he does have that 77 behind him. Alex Huffman, Matthew Baker, Matthew Lee, they're all coming out of pit lane right now. Also, Adam Lancaster coming out pit lane. Going to be a battle, trying to get out, trying to get that car back up to speed. You see that 04 bouncing around down there. Oh, that 9 machine better watch out. Don't need to cross that yellow line. See the 95 of Jonathan Swartz going around Alex Huffman now.
My goodness, man. Matthew Lee is an animal. That is something as a driver I would have never attempted. And Matthew Lee said, if you're going to be slower than me, I'm going to find the racing line. That just shows you pit road's a race. Matthew Lee just put it to the limit right there on pit entry and pit exit. And I think it's going to reward him with a couple spots here.
Yeah, we see everybody separated just a little bit. You see a bunch of drivers swerving all over the place, trying to get into line, trying to get into that draft. The 8 here of Alex Huffman falling back just a little bit. Jonathan Swartz still out in the front. He's got that 80 machine of Ryan Campbell right in front of him. That he will go a lap down though if that 95 does get around him. So you would expect to see that 80 machine just kind of hold that inside lane and say, hey, I'm just going to try to stay up here and hope for a caution. See everybody starting to get single file here. Got the 31 there. Trying to catch back up. That's Brandon Holder. He is currently a lap down. He's trying to get that lap back. Trying to catch back up to that front pack. You see the 15 of Matt Grenier all in that outside lane. So he's about to go a lap down as well. Or sorry, excuse me. That is the 55 of CJ Mason. He has the same paint scheme as that 15 machine. Do apologize about that.
Similar.
Yeah,
not same, but I see what you mean. I can definitely see. I even thought it was them.
Yeah, but CJ Mason going to go a lap down here, so he's going to fall back behind that 31 machine. So now him and that 31 machine have got to work together and try to push back up in front and get that lap back. As right now, Justin Winters currently sitting in that 10th spot. He's got that whole gaggle of race cars behind him. See the 12 machine of Frankie Barroso, who's also leading a 2-car tandem right now. He's trying to catch back up with these cars. But Adam Lancaster is currently leading that pack. He's got that 9 machine right behind him as well. So, excuse me, the 26 machine behind him. I cannot see numbers right now. He's got that 26 machine, but he is currently a lap down. So, trying to get everything situated here, but we're going to go back up front. See Jonathan Swartz still out in the lead. Got that 80 machine right in front of him. So, everybody, like we were saying earlier, just kind of single filing out. Not wanting to go too crazy right now. Riding on board with that 10 machine of Wyatt Brackett. He's got that 16. Jimmy Allen right in front of him. So they're trying to catch back up. They're trying to catch back up.
Huh? All right, sorry about that. Me and Chris just had a little bit of confusion right there. I thought I was muted. I thought he was unmuted. I don't know what was going on. My bad. Yeah, sorry. We just talked over him while he was in the middle of talking, so I do apologize about that. But, yeah, we are getting into this section of the race where now you've got to gather back up, man. You've got to get the pack going if you want to get up there. We got one pack of cars right here kind of hanging out in this top 5. And then separation about 3 seconds back is 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. And then about 4 seconds back from them, 7 seconds back total from the leaders is 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. And just more separation from there. So the field really got separated on that green flag pit stop there the last time by. The only thing that's really going to get these boys bunched back up good is a caution. They're just going to have to really get their lanes going and trying to get up some speed real quick. We've got under 30 laps to get it done, under 25 in the next 2. So we'll see how they take this rest of this race. I mean, all that patience that you've been doing, it's going to have to pay off here because you're going to have to throw that patience out the window. I mean, it should pay off if you got a clean car. You can go up there and win this race. I mean, Daytona is one of those tracks where just because you're sitting 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, even all the way back to sometimes 10th, 11th, or 12th, I mean, you can really come through with a good run and find your way to the front if you've got a successful car at pushing you and you've got a good path to get there. I mean, it can happen. So you gotta bide your time. You gotta see what happens. But right now, it looks like we're getting a little bit of closing from that backpack. We're starting to get them up under 3 seconds. So we'll see if they start closing a little bit more. Right now, it feels like they're just kind of crawling and chipping away at this lead that these leaders got up here.
Yeah, like we were saying, a lot of the drivers probably just biding that time, trying to wait for that moment to get that move out right now. You know, you see the 54, Matthew Kemp, one of those drivers that are new to the Bluegrass Series, currently sitting in that 3rd place position. He's got last year's season champion, Alex Huffman, all over that back bumper. So you're going to watch out for Huffy to make a move to that outside lane, maybe try to get something working here with 25 laps to go now. You know, you're going to start seeing the gloves coming off. Everybody's going to start just, throwing unguarded blocks, and it's going to start getting crazy here in a couple of laps.
All right, and as we are rolling here at lap number 76, gonna throw it to a side-by-side for just a moment from our, is it a sponsor video? Okay, it's just, okay. Yeah, so we're just gonna step away for a moment, get a Bluegrass commercial break going here, go side-by-side for just a second. We'll be right back. You won't miss the action. Back live here. Chris and Josh Kiwi still with you up here in the Bluegrass booth. Closing in on 20 to go here in the next couple of laps. As we are getting closer and closer, Chris, to crowning our inaugural winner of the season.
Yeah, you see that 80 machine still out there in front of that 95. So Jonathan Swartz, he's still got a person that he's got to get around, but you know, right now that 95 is just honestly using him to pull him around the track, trying to save as much fuel as he can. That's something that if you are in that lead pack, you definitely want somebody to pull you around so that way you can save fuel. But in the long run, you know, that clean air is definitely the best. You don't want to ride behind somebody and overheat your car and have it blow on you. That's something that we haven't seen here tonight. A lot of actually what thought I was going to see was a lot of more overheating, because we did have the drivers saying that temperatures were getting hot a little earlier, but you know, it's one of those things where maybe as it gets cooler, you know, everything kind of calms down and everything starts getting better. But right now, it looks like Jonathan Swartz still sitting really pretty up here in the lead.
More time, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're going to be able to make it on fuel. So we might see green flag pit stops one more time tonight, if my math is correct. But I'm pretty bad at math, so we'll see. Look at that backpack now, headed by Douglas Newbidding. 20 to go as that 7 machine going to head that pack, the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th position. He is going to bring them into the running up here with these drivers here in just a moment.
Yeah, that 7 machine, he's going to have a head of steam once he catches these pack of cars up in front of him. So you're probably going to see that outside lane start to open up now. You're going to see him go around this 06 machine up here in front of him, and it's going to be a start for that inside lane. You're probably going to see a lot of battling going on here now.
Yeah, Douglas just hit 200 miles an hour plus in that 7 machine. So he is rolling through the corner right now, about 195. We get back on the gas here. And it looks like he's going to catch that draft. We'll see if he moves it to the outside lane here. 200 plus again down the tribal. As that 7 machine going to go to the outside lane now. That 26 not going to go with him. It looks like that 7's going to hang himself out there. He's just going to cut it all. There he goes.
Yeah, you're going to see.
Slingshot.
Yeah, you're going to see that 7 slingshot around the 06 machine. Going to go ahead and pull up to the back bumper of that 55 of CJ Mason. We'll see how long it takes with this outside lane. He's going to poke out there. He's going to say, hey, guys, I'm wanting to go on this outside lane. See if he has any takers, but it doesn't look like he's going to have anybody follow suit right now.
I'm sure we'll see somebody maybe, but it looks like that 7, man, he is rolling fast right now. Maybe some of these cars on the inside lane got a little bit of damage, and he's just got better single car speed. It looks like it. As he slingshot his way past 2 cars, Chris.
Yeah, you see this 55 of CJ Mason looks like he kind of let off the gas there a little bit. Maybe he's like, you know what, I'm not battling for position right now. I'll just go ahead and give this up. But you see that 7 machine going to move his way up behind that 31 machine. So he's only got a couple more drivers before he's battling with the lead pack.
It'll be about 2 or 3 more laps before we see pit stops.
Yeah, and that's going to really throw a wrench in everything. The pit stops are going to be where it makes or breaks your strategy. Whoa, as you see the 9 machine getting kind of loose back there.
And Justin Winters, Adam Lancaster right there. Matthew Lee as well following behind him.
Yeah, let's see if that 88 is going to go to that outside lane. He might have that 9 of Justin Winters pull out behind him, and maybe that 04 will go with him. We do know they are faster drivers, so they are on the lead pack as well. So, you know, you see these lead pack drivers, they might start making some moves here soon.
Starting to hear drivers calling out that they are pitting, Chris. Here we go. We got drivers down pit road. I would assume gas only for a lot of these guys, Chris. Pay attention to this. We're going to have a lot of cars down pit road this time.
Yeah, you're going to see the strategy really come into play here. You know, it's going to have to, you know, you don't want to see a caution come out. But that's going to be the only thing that's going to stack everybody up, and it's going to cause the, you know, it's going to cause the most chaos. If everybody pits here and we get separated, we might have a little bit of a chance to have a green-white checker. But let's see. Whoa, everybody getting it slowed down here. 95 going to go ahead and lead the pit lane in. Like I said, that 80 machine still a lap down, so he is not fighting for position. But we have a lot of drivers down right now. Alex Huffman is the only one that stayed out excuse me, Alex Huffman, Matthew Baker, Adam Lancaster, the 9 machine of Justin Winters and 04 of Matthew Lee are the only ones that have stayed out. They got that 55 of CJ Mason in front of them. So that 26 machine of Matthew Baker, he's going to have to push that 55 up to that 8 to make up as much track position as they can for these drivers coming out of pit lane. As it looks like only 8 seconds for most of the pit time. So yeah, it looks like that's all we were doing is fuel only.
Got the rest of our field starting to pit here. As we are starting to get close, Chris. 15 to go this time. You're going to see Matthew Lee down pit road. These drivers up here in the front. That's at 26. That will be Matthew Baker, Alex Huffman. That 88 of Adam Lancaster. That 9 of Justin Winters. Yet to come down pit road. Last pit lap, 67. They should come down this time. They will be coming down this time. As they come out of turn number 4. Maybe not coming down this time. That's not turn number 4. I'm blind. That's turn number 2. This is when you roll down the back straightaway. Sorry. As yeah, now they're going to come up here and roll into turn numbers 3 and 4. We should see that 8 of Alex Huffman and the rest of his pack pull down pit lane here.
See Huffman getting it slowed down there. Whoa, big in there. Looks like he might have got it slowed down.
88 might have just gotten a speeding penalty.
Coming into turns 3 and 4, you've got that 81 of Jaden. I want to say it's Kratachi. If I say that wrong, man, I do apologize. I'm so sorry, Jaden Kratachi. He's in that front position with that 54 of Matt Kemp right behind him. 77 of Gabriel Ellison on that back bumper as well. So we've got a pack of cars starting to form back up. Jonathan Swartz in that mix too. Got that 31 there also behind him. Brandon Holder, he is that driver that is a lap down, not fighting for position, but that doesn't matter. He's in that pack, and they need him. See that 8 of Alex Huffman going ahead and pulling out of the pit lane. So Huffy's going to have to get into that draft quickly and catch back up, but it looks like maybe he's not going to be able to catch it.
Yeah, I think the only way we get a pack form back up here is if there would be a caution. So right now, it might just be a race between our top 5 cars, 1980s style. Top 4, excuse me. That 31 not on the lead lap. I apologize about that. But, yeah, we might get a top 4 battle right here to the finish. This is looking like some old school racing, Chris.
Yeah, a lot of the drivers, like we said, it was going to come down to pit strategy. One of those things that at a super speedway that you have to think about is that fuel. You have to, do the math on it, and it's it's one of those things. You think, oh, these guys are just in here playing a video game. They're not, it's whatever. No, you have to really calculate all of your fuel mileage. You have to calculate everything that's going on in the race. It's definitely a handful. Some of these drivers do have real life spotters in the game with them, calling out what's going on. You see Alex Huffman getting ready to go a lap down here.
Adam Lancaster,
excuse me. Right now, it looks like that, like you said, Josh, that top 4 pack right now is going to be the pack that's going to be battling it out come 12 laps to go if we do not have a caution.
I mean, Huffy and Co. might get caught back up, man. I'm not saying they're out of it, but 10 laps to go here coming soon. These boys are going to need to get to pushing. They're 6 seconds, almost 7 seconds now down.
Yeah, if Huffy can get that 9 machine to get on that loud pedal and catch back up to him, Justin Winters could get up here and start pushing him. He's got that 26 Matthew Baker and Doug Newbigging behind him as well. So we definitely have a pack of cars that can push. You see that 9 machine going on the outside of Huffy. So maybe a little bit of strategy play here. Don't really know what's going on with that 8 machine. Maybe just a head of steam. Decided, hey guys, y'all got the more speed. Go ahead and get past me.
There's no way he's going to pull up in front of those guys. That would just check him up. See, he's already backed up to speed now. It just shows you the air moving around those cars really gets the car that you're in moving at these super speedways. So you're going to see them start pushing out. They're going to have to make up 7 seconds worth of time. And we're 10 and a half to go here. We will be hitting 10 to go this time by.
Yeah, it looks like Jonathan Swartz got out of mix there a little bit.
Caution? No caution? It's like we're going to stay green for the moment.
Yeah, it looks like it was the 13 of Brian Terry. I clicked on his name and it went to a random camera. So, whoa, Brian Terry pulling back up onto the track just a little bit there. Looks like he's going to go ahead and get it back. Yeah, so the green's going to stay out. That's going to promote the 77 of Gabriel Ellison to the lead. After you saw big incident
Winters
there
and
with
them are going to get the
81.
big run. This is where Justin Winters and them get the big run. 6 seconds now, almost back down to 5. They've almost made 2 seconds here just from that wreck. The big front pack has got separated. They got some lap cars in there. If these boys are not working together the proper way, they are going to get caught big time here. 9 to go this time by. They are going to have to get on the loud pedal if they want to get up here and battle with Gabriel, Matt, and co. for this race win. Go back and see what happened here.
Looks like the 21 there was, yeah, just got up into the bumper, took the hit the 81 and the 13 going to go down through the grass. So that's what happened there. You see the 21 getting on the back quarter panel, just trying to let the drivers by, tried to move up, got on that back quarter panel, spun them around, hit the 81. Unfortunate for that 81 machine.
Five seconds now. Will they have the time? Will it be Gabriel Ellison? Will it be Matt Kemp? Will it be that 95 of Jonathan Swartz? Or will it be one of the cars you're watching here, Justin Winters, that 26 of Matthew Baker, Doug Newbigging, Zach Nichols, Alex Upton? This pack headed with some very talented race car drivers. Will they make it back? 8 to go this time by.
Yeah, you see the 77 of Gabriel Ellison. It's still doing a really good job holding that lead out. You got the 31 there, Brandon Holder, holding up that 88 machine, which also is holding up the 54. Right now, the 54 is the one that is fighting for position. So that 31 and that 88 both are lapped down. So they are not fighting for position. So right now, first and second are separated by 2 lap cars. So we'll see how that works out going into the end of this race. But we're coming up on a lot of lap traffic now, so we'll see how they're going to handle this.
Justin Winters pack losing time again.
Yeah, you're probably going to see a bunch of wishy-washy racing going on back there. Probably nobody staying in line. I can say that I did race with a pack of guys not too long ago in a super speedway racing. If you do not stay tucked in and in line, you will fall off real quick. Whoa, you see the 91 getting really loose there. The 77 going on the outside lane. Whoa, the 54 also getting really loose up there. Everybody's going to make it around.
For his lap back, man.
Yeah, Jonathan Swartz falling back just a little bit. So Jonathan Swartz right now is your third place position. He's got about 3 or 4 lap cars in between him. 3 cars in between them. You see him going on the inside there of the 91. The 91 just going to tuck back in. So right now, the 77's just got to hold this lead. He's got a lap car behind him, so he can use that guy as a push. Let's see if they can get around these lap cars cleanly. You see the 77 leaning down, trying to get that draft on the back of Nicholas Noggle. Going to take this outside lane here.
They are going to pass these 2 lap cars. That being... What'd you say? Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Thought I heard Chris. Yeah, just putting them another lap down that 80, but the 08 going a lap down now for his first lap. 5 to go, man. Looks like your race for your race win is going to be between one of these drivers and a lapped car. They're going to have to fight between each other to get to that leader of Gabriel.
Yeah, you see the 95 of Jonathan Swartz. He's riding that. He's trying to ride in that draft a little bit, trying to hope that he can get a slingshot going down the backstretch, but it looks like he's having a little bit of issues. He's got that 21 machine on that outside lane, so 21 going to tuck in behind the 95. So 5 laps to go, 4 laps at the line. Let's see if we can have a green-white checker here tonight. The 77 still in the lead. The 54 is looking like he's trying to make a move here.
The 54 wants to go, man. He's racing for position. Matt Kemp wants to win this race. He doesn't want this race to be lost by Brandon Holder. I mean, he's on the tail end of the lead lap. I mean, he is literally the last guy on the lead lap. The 54 passes him. He puts him a lap down, obviously. So at 31, wanted to stay on the lead lap, and it seems like he's wanting to help that 71 or 77, stay out in the lead.
Yeah, we see the 54. He's kind of poking his nose out there, trying to tell everybody behind him, hey, if y'all want to go, let's go. But it doesn't look like anybody is biting on that movement to the outside. So we're going to see that 54 just kind of hanging it back there. But like we were saying earlier, it can go, it can go any way. You could be in that 95's position, and then a wreck happen, and then the next thing you know, you're in the lead. So anything can happen here at a super speedway. But with 3 laps to go, we've got the 77 out in the lead, and then a lap car separating him in second place. So let's see if anything. You see the 3 there of Mo Abbott. Going to go ahead and dive it down below the yellow line. Just say, hey, boys, I'm not going to be in your way.
Here it comes. '54 to the inside lane down the back straightaway. 77, 31 left the door open. Look at that. 31's going to fall back like he's got a parachute on that race car.
Yeah, you're going to see the 95 trying to make a move here. You're going to see him pop out behind that 88. Adam Lancaster, maybe he can get a little bit of a push and get up here and mix it up. But it looks like the 77 and the 54 are going to be the only ones battling it out right now for that position.
Does the 80 go with any of them? I mean, does he want to play a favorite game here? Does he go with the Toyota manufacturer teammate? Does he go with the 54? I mean, what does he do? He's a lap down. This is in between Ryan Campbell's hands. These boys are literally going to be racing back 1980s style, man. We're racing. These are your 2 leaders. The 95, he's a couple cars back. He's 6/10 off. That's a big gap here at Talladega. You see him there at the back of the pack. He's got a lot of ground to make up. White flag this time by.
Yeah, just to give a little bit of information, Justin Winters and that pack that is behind them in 4th and below, they are 10 seconds back. Yeah, race is official. They are 10 seconds back. So right now, it is only these 3 cars up here in the lead that are fighting for the position.
Oh, it's 77 opening the door. 54 is going to take anything he can get here, man. He's going to pick that outside. I guarantee you he tries the crossover down the back straightaway. Here comes the shove. He's going to try to push him into turn 3. That's his only option here. He's just going to have to ride this 77 up the racetrack here in turn 3. Ain't going to happen. He's going to back it off. He's going for the race. Matt Kemp, Gabriel Ellison. Here it comes. 2 rookies. 2 wide. Coming to the line. Door draft from the 54. Will it be the outside? Will it be the inside? Kemp got him. Kemp got him. Matt Kemp to the outside lane at the checkered. He is going to win. 0.3 of a second. That was, I don't even know. That was so close. 54 going to pick up the win.
Yeah, good run there from that 54 machine, waiting and biding that time to come out of turn 4 and make that move to get that pass on that tri-oval. Good job on that 54.
Man, woo! That made me get that little bit of a Kevin Harvick, Mark Martin vibe, dude, right there. That was what I got right there. I was getting a little bit of chills. Kemp got him, man. That was awesome. Good race by Matt Kemp. Look at that. That was like synchronized burnouts right there. He's going to do it in the grass right there. Matt Kemp deserves it. The only lap he's really going to lead that matters today is going to be lap 100. Matt Kemp is going to write his name in Bluegrass history. He just won the LNS Customs Daytona 100, baby. And your post-race results on the board here. Matt Kemp gonna pick up the win in what feels like I'm seeing is the closest win so far that we've witnessed in the Bluegrass Series. An awesome finish here tonight. Wish there was a couple more cars in the running, but man, I wouldn't have asked for anything different with the way that just ended. Matt Kemp just put on one heck of a show. Gabriel Ellison as well. Not going to take anything from Gabriel. That 77 machine, great job tonight. Jonathan Swartz as well. He's going to be in 3rd. Justin Winters going to finish in 4th with Doug Newbigging. He's going to be in that 5th spot. Zach Nichols in 6th with Matthew Lee taking 7th spot. Aaron Smith going to finish 8th with Matthew Baker in 9th. Wyatt Brackett finishing at 10th with Jimmy Allen in 11th. Alex Suffman in 12th with Dylan Hastings in 13th. Matt Grenier going to finish 14th tonight with Dylan Butler, in that 15th spot. Edward Scherer, I'm sorry, we're going to have to get that last name corrected before next week's Homestead race. That number 94 machine is going to finish P16 with Frankie Barroso 17th. Darren Slider 18th, Brandon Zimmer in 19th, and Brad Neer rounding out your top 20. Then it's going to be Nicholas Nagar, Canadian friend, finishing 21st. Morgan Bird, he's going to be finishing 22nd. Brandon Holder, 23rd. Out of Lancaster, 24th, with Jaden Katachi, who was leading this race, man, and got taken out there in that backstretch wreck with Brian Terry and that 80 of Ryan Campbell. So unfortunate for that 81 machine. I think that was Ryan Campbell. If it wasn't, excuse me. But unfortunate for that 81 man. He's going to finish 25th. Then it's going to be 26th with going to CJ Mason, Ryan Campbell 27th, David Sheets 28th, Scott Fritz 29th, Ryan Smith 30th, Brian Terry 31st, Mikey Neal Jr. going to finish 32nd with Mo Abbott 33rd, David Farmer 34th with John Kender finishing in that 35th position.
All right, and we're getting a little bit of we're getting a word from Jonathan Swartz. He's having technical issues with his microphone, so he will not be in for an interview tonight. Josh is just making sure that's we're just making sure everything is going that way. So we'll be with you in just 1 second with the rest of the interviews.
All right, so Jonathan Swartz, that 95, like Chris just said, is indeed having tech issues. So I do apologize to Jonathan. We were trying to figure out a way to get the interview to work, but just don't think it's going to work out the way we would think it might work out. So do apologize to Jonathan. We'll try to get a word with him for sure. If next week, if he gets it figured out, or maybe even during the truck race, if he's got time, wants to come up and hop and say a word to a couple of fans, more than welcome, Jonathan, to at any time, Jonathan Booth, buddy, and give a shout out, give a whatever, even sit around and hang out for a little bit. Everybody more than welcome, and Jonathan, you as well, buddy. So do apologize about that, but we'll go ahead and bring in your second place finisher. That'll be Gabriel Ellison, and man, that was a close finish between him and Matt Kemp. Got to have a word with him and see what he's got to think about what just happened. And I just lost there we go. I lost the staging area. Gabriel Ellison, this is Chris and Josh Kiwi's up at the Bluegrass booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, Gabriel, man, I got to say, right there at the end, it was coming to about 10 to go. We saw the guys in the back about 7 seconds off. We were saying they could probably catch you guys with the way you are a little bit out of sorts. And then y'all got it managed back up. It seemed like y'all were really starting to roll there a little bit, single filed out. And then right there at the end, man, that 31 was coming up, and you guys gave a little bit of room on that inside lane and allowed that 54 of Matt Kemp. Take us through those last couple laps, because, man, that was crazy finish right there. It was almost giving me those Kevin Harvick, Mark Martin-esque Daytona vibes right there at the end coming to the line. So I got to say, it was an awesome finish, man. Not a lot of cars up there to finish, but hey, y'all were doing y'all's best 1980s impersonation. So it was an awesome race, man, and y'all brought the stock back to stock car, it seemed like tonight. But good job, Gabriel, on the second place finish, man. And yeah, walk us through that finish. I got to hear what you got to think about that photo finish right there, because that was too close to call almost.
Yeah, well, I really didn't know what to think, because I wasn't expecting to be in that spot. I'm not sure what happened with it was the winner, Matt Kemp, and someone he was drafting with. They got into something with a lap car. I'm not sure, but I went from fourth or however I was out of the pits to the lead out of nowhere. So that was just kind of handed to me. I was just right place, right time, keeping up with the leaders, making sure I get good pit stops. Huge shout out to Brandon Holder, I believe his name is. Yeah, great pushes from lap car there. That was awesome. But yeah, when Matt Kemp got inside of him, I knew I had to leave him and just block like like my life depended on it. But that last lap, he had got to my bumper. He was on my bumper the whole lap. We were making contact the whole lap. Felt like. So out of 4, everyone knows what he's going to do, but where he was so close, I was 99% sure if I went with him, I was just going to turn myself and wreck us both, and neither of us win. So I just took my chances with the drag race, and I really thought that run would die, but props to him. He knows how to set it up good, and managed to pull me off by a couple hundred. So
Yeah.
congrats to him there for getting a real good run.
Pretty sure it was like 3/100ths of a second. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, not much.
Just set the run up perfect, man. And like you said, there's a lot of guys, like I like to call it the Ryan Blaney move. It feels like last second going and just door banging, and a lot of guys like to take that move. And it seemed like Gabriel, you went out there and you raced him like a lot of guys like to see be raced, just too wide, taking it to the finish, man. And I got to say, it was an awesome finish. We've seen a couple, the races this week end under, not only caution, but that same way, making contact coming to the checkered last night. Ronnie and I can't remember exactly which driver it was on the outside lane. They made contact coming to the checkered for the Xfinity race. So we were kind of, expecting maybe a little bit of carnage at the end. You guys went green flag, and Gabriel, that was just an awesome run by you guys. I got to say, it was really fun to watch, and you did an excellent job, man. You said you weren't expecting to be out the lead right there. Well, hey, you wouldn't have fooled me, man. I'd have thought you did it on purpose. You looked very, very calm, collected, and smooth up there in the lead. And, man, I'm loving this new crop of Bluegrass drivers we're getting, because you guys looked very awesome out there on the racetrack tonight.
Yeah, first race here, but I really enjoyed racing around everybody. Seemed like a lot of respect given, and I definitely didn't want to do anything to the contrary there at the end. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to running some more races here.
Heck yeah, Gabriel. It was a pleasure to get to talk to you tonight, man. Always good to meet new drivers. We're excited to get into the next week race at Homestead. And if you've got any final words, final thoughts, shout outs, or anything before we let you go here tonight out of the Bluegrass booth, man, you can go ahead and throw them out there and let you get rolling on your way.
Yeah, huge shout out to John Pill for, I believe he runs the Xfinity Series. He got me to come run one of his charters in here, and it was a pretty last second deal, but glad he did, because it seems like a pretty good league. So I'm definitely planning on sticking around. So huge shout out to him. And then thanks to you guys for putting on these races in this league and the broadcast.
We do it for you guys, and we appreciate, drivers like you taking the chance on Bluegrass, man. Trust me, just from the commentator standpoint, you're not gonna regret it. You're gonna enjoy your time here. So, Gabriel, it's got to say a big congratulations to you again, man. And hey, we'll be talking to you next week, hopefully at Homestead. And congratulations again tonight at Daytona.
Thanks.
Thank you, man. All right, gonna go ahead and bring up that 54 of Matt Kemp and talk to our first-time Cup winner this season and our first winner of the Cup season. Matt Kemp, Chris, and Josh Kiwis up in the Bluegrass booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Got you guys.
Driver. Man, you did it perfect. Kemp, got to ask, man, you just know how to set them boys up out there, because you did it last second, 3/100ths of a second. That 54 machine passed coming to the line right there. And, man, you did an awesome job out there. I mean, it went perfect from the setup down the back straightaway when the 31 got a little bit out of line. You saw that gap. I saw that gap, and I was thinking, oh, he better take it. You took it with a charge, man. And I got to say that little bit of a battle you had there with Gabriel to the end, he even said a lot of contact between you guys, bumping, banging. And that's just racing here at Daytona. I keep saying Talladega, but Daytona, man. So, it's just one of those races that we just saw at the end that you came down to the absolute wire. And like I said to what's his name just a second ago, it was just like, it almost gave me that Mark Martin, Kevin Harvick kind of feel with the way you guys took it too wide right there. I was getting chill bumps, and it was just an awesome finish, Matt. Take us through the whole race. Take us through that last pass right there, and really how important your pit stops were here tonight. Seems like you guys executed perfectly on that last pit stop. A lot of guys that we were having out in the lead of the race kind of just fell off, and Matt, you took care of what needed to take care of tonight, and you got it done in that 54 machine. Picked up your first win of the Bluegrass Cup Series and the first win of the season. So how you feeling, Matt?
Oh no, I appreciate that. It yeah, it was pretty wild. We our goal, we were kind of back and forth on strategy all night, and we knew that pit route was going to be crucial, getting on and off, and we were trying to decide when to pit, how to pit, and it was unfortunate. Our 4 teammates that we had, we couldn't all get lined up at any point, and then late in the race there, we executed all of our pit stops great, and on that last stop there, Jaden and I, man, we nailed it and came out right where we needed to be. Went out, took the lead in 1 and 2, and I thought we had pretty darn good control of the race, and I thought it was going to come down to us with that, but fortunately, that was a crazy deal with that lap car with our other teammate Morgan getting. They kind of came together or whatever happened there, but it was just terrible timing. It's just like, oh, you got to be kidding. But yeah, I had to set the 31 was pushing the leader really well at that point once I got back into that pack, and I knew, I'm like, man, I just got to be on his bumper on the last lap, and that's kind of my only chance. And it was when he moved up the track down the backstretch and I got to run, I'm like, oh, this is it. I got to get down there, and I got down there, and it's like, oh, all right, well, now we just got to get to his bumper, and stayed on his bumper the whole last lap. I was kind of nervous at one point through 1 and 2. I'm like, oh no, I'm about to lose him, because if I lose his bumper, he's gone. So fortunately, and I didn't want to get on him too soon either, because then you overheat, and it's like, well, I got on him soon enough that I didn't overheat, was able to hold it off turn 4 and made the move that I thought was going to be the right move, and fortunately it worked out.
Man, it worked out by the skin of your teeth, and hey, you got him by 3/100ths of a second, but man, you won you won the race. So really, who cares what you won by, man? It was an awesome move, and it made for a great show at that. It always is these super speedway tracks, man. They get me every time, and we always get to see, they usually say, oh man, it's just turning left in full throttle, but people don't really understand, man. There's a lot of strategy goes into these super speedway races, and like you even said, you executed on pit road so well tonight, and we saw so many drivers that maybe we thought were going to be up there tonight, not up there at the end. And Matt, I got to say, man, you did an awesome job, not only on pit road, but on the racetrack. You executed well, and that last second move was about picture perfect. I couldn't have drawn it up any better, man. That was an excellent race, or excellent finish to this race and the weekend here at Daytona for the Bluegrass Series.
I really appreciate that, and I want to give a shout out to my teammates too. They, especially Jaden, and I wish Zach could have stayed with the pack there, but if we could all got together, that could have been a little bit different picture at the end. But yeah, it was pretty cool to be able to pull it out. I couldn't believe it worked out like it did, but feel terrible for Jaden, because he was going to get a top 2 finish, I think, in that race if that deal didn't happen. And I mean, I'd like to think I'd still beat him, but I don't know. So yeah, no, I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you, man. And like we were just saying a moment ago to all of our other drivers, it's always a pleasure getting to talk to you guys. And like we were just saying a moment ago as well, new blood in the Bluegrass League. You coming in here, picking up your first win of the season, the first one of the season at that, all in one. So you've automatically, I want to say, locked yourself in the playoffs, correct? And got nothing else to worry about. So going into Homestead next week, don't want to get too far ahead for you tonight. I know you still got to celebrate tonight a little bit, but going next week into Homestead, what do you got cooked up for us? You think that's going to be a comfortable track for you? What kind of car are you looking for as we go into next week?
Yeah, that's a good question. I kind of suck, and that track requires talent, so it might not go so well. So fortunately, we got it done tonight, and we'll see how next week works out. I don't know. We'll see.
Man, you couldn't have given me a better answer. It just makes me love you even more, Matt. Well, man, it's been an awesome night watching you guys get it done on the track, and I just got to say, I appreciate you taking the time to come up here and have a word with us. And other than that, man, you've got any final words, thoughts, or any more shout-outs you want to throw out there? You can go ahead and throw them out there before we let you get going here.
Yeah, heck yeah. I really appreciate what you guys do with the broadcast, and I watched one the other night, and it was pretty cool. I was like, oh, heck yeah, this looks sweet, looks legit, and happy to be a part of one. And can't thank you guys enough for what you do, and Jason and everybody at at Bluegrass for what they do. I was kind of unsure. I was like, it seems like a pretty cool league, but that was pretty fun. We went green flag to flag other than the stages, I think. So that was pretty fun tonight. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you, man. Like we said again, we appreciate all you drivers that have taken the chance and just went out on a limb to say, hey, we're going to come run this Bluegrass series, because like we were saying before, you guys aren't going to regret it. You're going to love your time here in this series, and really think you're going to enjoy next week and at Homestead. So celebrate up, Matt. Get the rest of your night going. Enjoy the rest of your week, buddy, and congratulations on picking up the win here at the LNS Customs 100 at Daytona. And we'll be seeing you next week at Homestead, buddy, and hopefully be having a word with you up here again.
Heck yeah, thank you guys. We'll see you then.
Thank you, Matt. See you too as well, bud. Night, and that was Matt Kemp, our 54 machine, and your race winner by 3/100ths of a second. Man, that sounds so sweet to crown a winner here finally, and that is going to, really put a beautiful end to this 3-day journey here to the Daytona International Speedway. Chris, we saw great action not only from the Truck Series, we saw great action from the Xfinity Series, and tonight, man, even better action. I mean, we saw some really single file action racing. We saw great 2-wide racing for the first good part of this race. I wish we could have had a little bit better mix up there at the end, maybe a couple more cars in the mix of it. But, hey, sometimes that's just how it goes. And one thing I got to say, Chris, after this race is if you're going to want to compete in Bluegrass this season, you're going to have to execute on pit road and execute everywhere on the track. We've got a new group of talent. Seems like they know how to execute well. Chris, we might be crowning a rookie as a champion at the end of the season if these boys don't tighten it up. That was a good night out there for the Bluegrass rookies. How are you feeling after we leave Daytona here this week?
Hey, one of the things that I want to say is, this 3-day adventure that we've been on here at Daytona has been a lot of fun. I was really excited for the Truck Series to come back. Being a truck driver, doing league races in the trucks. It's more of my thing. But started doing Xfinity recently, so I was like, once I found out Bluegrass was doing Xfinity, I was like, okay, this is going to be a lot of fun. But the Cup Series just opened up a whole nother can of worms. I'm excited for all 3 series going into next week. It's going to be a lot of fun at Homestead. We do know that's a driver's track, so it's going to be, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch, all the different lines that people run at Homestead because it is definitely a tricky track.
Sir, we are going to see the high line of Homestead be taken to next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for the Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup Series here on the Bluegrass YouTube and Facebook page. Well, Chris, I think that is going to be everything from us here. It's getting pretty late in the night. I know a lot of these fans probably got to get ready for work tomorrow. Me, one of those fans as well. So I think this is going to be everything from us up here in the booth. And, fans, all we got to say is thank you. So if you're on that YouTube page, please, if you liked what you enjoyed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Turn on that notification bell so you know when Bluegrass Media does go live. And trust me, you're not going to want to miss this Bluegrass iRacing series this season. None of them. It is going to be hot because we've got a lot of drivers fresh off the bus ready to make a name for themselves this season. So definitely don't want to miss Homestead next week, 9 p.m. Monday, 9 p.m. Tuesday, and 9 p.m. Wednesday for your Truck, Xfinity, and Cup. Same time all season, so make sure to get in line with that. So subscribe button, notification bell, so you know when we go live on YouTube. And if you're on that Facebook page, make sure to hit the follow button. And share the page out to some friends. Share it out on your Messenger. Send it in Messenger, whatever. Share it out on your page and help get Bluegrass a little bit more get more viewership, man. We got a lot of good drivers out here that deserve a lot of good recognition. So definitely not for us. All about the drivers. That is what it is about here in Bluegrass, and that's what we love. So we are going to say a big shout out to all the sponsors: LNS Customs, ButtKicker, Rims One, and Kender Performance Group. I just got to say, this is going to be Chris and Josh signing out in the Bluegrass booth up here. We will be seeing you next Monday at Homestead.